Hey guys, welcome back to another Reading Your Comments. I'll be wading through, starting now. So the last week I told you guys, well, the last time I posted one of these, I told you guys I'd be reading comments from the past 2 weeks up to today that I'm releasing this one. So same thing goes, if you guys are interested in posting comments and having a chance of having them read, start posting on this video today, and from this one on, until the next Reading Your Comments video comes out, there will be a chance that I read a comment from those videos. So, without further ado, HamsterPotato says, "Thank you, Wade, Gar, Patrick, and others for making videos like this when people like me and others really can't afford games to play for ourselves. It helps me feel less left out in the gaming community just watching you guys goof off in games and play them." This was on Dying Light. So, HamsterPotato, you're welcome. And in all honesty, I completely understand. To this day, there's still times where I'm hesitant to give money to a game, and so before I'll buy, I'll go watch a couple of YouTube videos of it and be like, okay, that might be worth it. Or if there's just a game I'm like, about playing for myself, but I would love to see, I'll go and watch it on YouTube as well. And some gaming developers might hate that, but at the same time, I mean, if you really hate a game that you're gonna buy, and, you know, people honor their the things they say about if you don't enjoy this, you can return it, then it shouldn't affect them anyway. You know, if you make a quality product, then people are gonna buy it. I mean, there are games out there, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's, 7 Days to Die, I'm trying to think of some of the ones, Rust, you know, Gary's Mod, things like that. There are games out there that would not have gotten anywhere if we hadn't posted anything about it. And I'm really, really glad that the YouTube community exists to help promote games like that. And there are some games that make a lot of money that don't deserve it because they really don't do a good job of making it. And, you know, we're out there playing them and people can see for themselves whether a game was made well enough to be played or not. So, especially by, you know, big companies that have millions of dollars to spend. So, that's on them in my opinion. But in all honesty, I'm really glad that you know, are watching, and not being able to afford a game is nothing to be ashamed of. Games are expensive. You know, a lot of AAA titles that come out are $60 a pop. And that's just for the, you know, the basic version. That's not with the DLC and the season pass and downloadable content for this and that, and, you know, the scarf you can wear if you pay $3 now, and, you know, pre-order and get a free pair of shoes or whatever else. You know, so you're welcome. I've spent way too much time talking. I do that all the time. Tvirus says, "I don't really like this game, but I do stay for the 3 minutes YouTube requires to give you the monies from ads. Love you, Wade. Keep doing what you're doing." You the real MVP. So I understand you guys aren't gonna like every game I play, and you know, I fully understand that. I don't know if you actually have to sit through a full 3-minute advertisement. I think if you hit skip ad, I think that still counts. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. I don't fully understand all of YouTube's algorithms. I'm too much of a lazy bum and an idiot to go read all of the ways it works. I do know ad block kills us as content creators. You know, YouTube revenue is how we make a living, and the only way I can get you guys, you know, more than one video a week really is to have YouTube be my full-time job. When I was working a job before I became a full-time YouTuber, I was trying to get to 1 video a day, and I was getting about 2 hours of sleep, and it was killing me. I was between giving up YouTube and giving up my job, and I gave up my job and took a risk, and it was the best thing I ever did. But, you know, when people use ad block, it kills us. So thank you, Tvirus, and to those of you, you know, that watch the ads we put on our videos. I know they suck sometimes. Some of the ads are actually kind of entertaining, but I know it sucks to sit through and watch commercial after commercial after commercial, especially when you see the same one over and over and over again. But something I didn't understand before I started doing YouTube was how much of a difference it makes to those of you that actually sit there and watch our ads. So thank you. You the real MVP. I hope I didn't break your eardrums with that. Jamie Swan says, "This was such an emotional experience, Undertale. You can't do a kill-all play of this game. I don't think anyone will be able to handle that after all of this. This game is so good and adorable and encapsulating. You can't kill everyone after all of that. You just can't." Jamie Swan, I am encouraged, encourage is the wrong word. I agree with you. I don't know. I want to do a kill-all / genocide, whatever you prefer to call it, run of Undertale for you guys. But, God, the thought of having to fight Sans and Papyrus and Undyne and Alphys and all that after all this tutorial. God, even like Napstablook and the other characters I've run into, it just, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. I don't have that in me. I don't know if I can. If I do Undertale, I'm gonna wait a little while. I'm gonna wait till January or something. I'm gonna give it some time to go back and do a kill all genocide. I can't do it right now. That game was too fresh on my mind, and those characters mean too much to me right now. So if I go back and do a kill all, it won't be for another month or so, because I need to give myself a break and get away from those characters for a while, because I fell in love with that game. And to go back and to undo everything I did, oh man. I'm with you right now, Jamie. I'm with you. Radish Amarthya? Radish Amarthya? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Wade, why you no reply to comments? I mean, if you don't count this as replying, then I suppose you mean why don't I go through and physically reply to all the comments on my videos? And the truth is, I do reply to some. I cannot possibly reply to all of them. I get anywhere from 40 to 1,000 comments on any video I post any given day. 2 videos a day, 7 days a week, 4 weeks a month, yada yada yada. And some days I get my videos recorded, send them over, day edits in them, and I upload them and get them ready to go, and I've got other stuff going on and I don't have time to go back and look at everything. I always look at my videos as soon as I can after I release them, just to make sure that you guys are enjoying it, that I didn't screw up somewhere and forget to post my voice or something right. Dave's done a fantastic job editing. I'm not worried about anything that she's done. But sometimes, I'll go through and I won't play something the right way, or I'll miss something and I need to go back and redo it. So as long as it's not like a major spoiler type game like Until Dawn was, I'll go back and read comments right away. Games like that, I try to wait until after I'm closer to the end to go back and read earlier comments, because I do not want spoilers. And sometimes you guys slip up and you're like, oh, by the way, it was all a dream in the end. And I don't want to see that until I'm done with the game. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, but why the devil did you have to say that on part 1? So I do try to reply to comments. I can't reply to them all because of just how many there are. And the whole reason these reading your comments videos exist is so I can, in fact, reply to your comments. So, doing my best. I wish I could do better, though. I really do. Marcin Golick, I'm hoping that's right, says, wouldn't it be great if Wade played Sims 4 too? I would like to see him make Marc look goofy. The temptation of me to go through and just, make Marc look a fourth of what he's done to me in the Sims 4 games is there. It is really there. That might have to be a thing eventually, because I can only go through and watch myself running around in a wiener costume peeing myself for so many times before I've got to go get some revenge. No, honestly, some of you guys think that Marc and I have this real heated rivalry or something, but the truth of the matter is we just like to, I don't know, we like to be competitive with each other when we game and things, and just our personality clash when we game is really fun. And all the tension that we have between each other is really just, created in fun and in jest. He's a great friend of mine, and I talk to him about serious stuff, everything from family stuff going on with me and him to Daniel passing to contracts with stupid things and money matters. We are good friends and we talk about serious stuff, and we aren't always just out there to destroy each other, but you guys get a kick out of our gaming rivalry, and that kind of amped it up a little bit more. So we like to have fun with that. So maybe I'll have to do something to create Markiplier and ruin his image sometime too. Wouldn't take much. Shots fired, Markiplier. Alicia Ambrosino says, wait, Wade watches Supernatural? Ah! Yes, I do. It's one of my, oh my god, I'm dizzy. It's one of my 2 favorite shows out there right now. I watch Walking Dead and Supernatural are my top 2. Then I also watch The Blacklist. I was watching Criminal Minds. I'm a little behind on that right now. What's that Netflix? House of Cards. I was watching that one. I don't know, I watch some shows, but the ones I mainly keep up with are Supernatural and Walking Dead, and then The Blacklist is probably 3rd on my list right now. But when House of Cards comes back, I will watch that immediately. So, yeah, but Supernatural's been one of my favorite shows since my friend Jesse Buzzmeyer, who you guys might know from Marc's channel, introduced me to those, man, when was that? During season 4, season 3, season 4, I don't know, somewhere back in there. So, big thank you to my friend Jesse for that, because that's one of my top shows. Sam and Dean and Castiel, awesome. Bobby, God. Castiel's probably my favorite character on the show, but I absolutely love that show. And no, I do not ship Castiel and Dean. Nothing wrong with it. Just don't ask, don't tell policy. Besides, Castiel and never mind, I don't want to spoil anything. No spoilers. Next! Raven Mania Gaming says, did I hear? Scrambles around, tripping over my Supernatural merch. Ghost Facers! Yes! Because I watch Supernatural. Playing the Rake is where this comment came from. If you guys haven't seen the Rake, you should check it out. It's an interesting experience, and there's only one guy that's made the whole thing, and he's done a fantastic job. And you know, we really like to critique it while we play it, because there's some really funny bugs and glitches, and the game's not fully optimized and everything like we wish it was yet. But the fact that one person has managed to do that is amazing. But yes, Ghost Facers are one of my favorite little mini subplots on Supernatural. So if you haven't seen Supernatural, you should watch it. And when you get to Ghost Facers, then we can talk. Grabbacker50 says, why is it that YouTubers seem to never get ambient music cues in horror games? I think it's hard. So what a lot of people don't understand, I think, unless they do it, is it's sometimes really hard on YouTube to do commentary while playing a game. Some games are designed for you to pay close attention, like Five Nights at Freddy's 4, you're supposed to pay close attention to all the sounds that you hear going on. But at the same time, in my shoes, I'm sitting here trying to, you know, entertain you guys and do my normal weird, wacky spiel, and that really conflicts with what some of those games have to offer and what their purpose is, or what they're trying to convey to you via sound and, you know, audio, visual clues and that kind of thing. So typically it's because I'm very much terrible at multitasking, and I get one-track minded on whatever it is I'm doing or saying, and I don't even notice it kick in. Or two, because I've got someone else in the game with me, and that he and I have a back and forth, or she and I have a back and forth going, and I don't know that it even pops up. Because I'm very, very much like a deer in headlights. I've got my blinders on, I'm looking like in one direction, and anything going on over here, whether it's explosions or naked people running around, I won't see if I'm focused on the turkey in front of me or something, you know? No, you don't? Okay, well, I'm just crazy then. Otis, I'm assuming Proto-Death Otis, says, Wade, please upload a try-hard video. Just one. I did. It was called Settlers of Catan. No, in all honesty, me playing a try-hard game would go about like, I don't know, let me see here. I will give you the try-hard experience from Wade. I'm out! That is why I do not upload try-hard videos, because they would turn out like that. I go from not saying anything and drooling all over myself to cursing up a storm like a 12-year-old playing Call of Duty. So, yeah, not my finest moments or work. PvP is, not so good to me. Nice try, Otis. Jenna Marie Feister? Sorry, Jenna Marie, I'm trying my best here. Says, Wade, kiss, marry, kill. Jack, Bob, and Marc. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this right now. I could never go with kill. Just like I don't think I could do genocide on Undertale or kill on Undertale. I am very much less capable of ever killing anybody, much less a friend of mine. So that one I might as well just eliminate off the table. But if you're gonna make me go through with this, kiss Jack, marry Bob, kill Marc. Here's why. Jack's adorable. Just wanna snuggle him in just once, and get rid of him. Bob is a very smart guy, a very funny guy. He and I get along. And in all honesty, Jack and Marc are very dominant personalities. And you know, Bob and I are too. But Jack and Marc especially so, to the point that I can't even keep up with their energy levels sometimes. So when you have that personality where you constantly are the one that has to like talk all the time and kind of be in the spotlight, it kind of clashes sometimes with the others. So I feel like to marry someone, I'd have to have someone that could be a little bit more deferring to my need to always talk and never shut up, because I do that. So it would have to be Bob, because I feel like Bob's more likely to, I don't know, not jump into the spotlight all the time. But eventually he'd probably get tired of me and kill me off. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Darn it, Bob. Well, at least I tried. I tried to make this work, Bob. Why didn't you? And Marc, nothing against the guy, but you know he'd kill me too, so it's just really a survival of the fittest there. The way it would probably go down is I would tell a bad pun, And then he would pause for a moment and shake his head in the pain that I'd caused him, and I'd be like, go for the jugular! No, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably just laugh and walk away, and we'd just never talk again. Probably the way it would go. Something like that. Dang it, Marc, I tried to make this work. Why didn't you? And Jack, God knows, if I came in with my lips puckered, he would just run off anyway, so I'd probably never see him again there, so I would just destroy all my friendships. So thanks, Jenna Marie. There they all go. All of them. Megan Smith says, Wade reading comments fills me with determination. Getting to read your comments fills me with determination, and it really does. It's really awesome to go through on a new video and see, like, you know, after the initial wave of firsts and 18th comment and 7th view and whatever, when you guys actually start commenting on the quality of whatever you're watching, or commenting on my connection with the other people I play with, or just on me, or just what you want to see. Just knowing that you guys care enough to watch my stuff, and then taking time to, you know, let me know what you want to see or what I missed or yada yada yada. It's just awesome that you guys are taking time to do that when you could be doing anything else, like watching one of the great shows I mentioned earlier in this video, etc, etc. So it does. You guys are the reason I have determination to keep going with YouTube. You really are. Carpet Giant writes, Hi Wade, what is your favorite role to play in Town of Salem? I've always been partial to the Godfather of the Mafia, and that may contrast with my normal peaceful protagonist way of doing things, but there was a point in time when I was nicknamed the Godfather in high school because I always walked like right in the middle of my friends. I'd like walk either right behind them if there were only 2 or 3 of us, or if there were like 5, I'd be in the middle, kind of like I had bodyguards. Bodyguards! Voice is gonna crack, puberty's hitting. All through high school, just because I don't know. I don't know why I did that, but I'd always have people behind me and in front of me, and I'd kind of be like walking around in between. I guess I just like that aspect of having the power to help kill in that game. I don't know, there's no good way of wording this without making me sound like a horrible monster, but I really enjoy that aspect. And then, like, I don't know, watching the other Mafia members try to help hide your murder or clean up your mess by framing other people or whatever else. I don't know, I just get a kick out of that. So having the fewer numbers but having the united little group there working together, it's a lot better than that discombobulated town always pointing the finger at each other. That just drives me insane. When I'm a town member, I'm just sitting there like, I've told you 32 times I'm the sheriff and that guy is a serial killer. Why are we still debating? Oh, hey, look, they killed again and another person witnessed it. Sure wish you'd listen. So wish you listened to me 2 days ago. Oh. Being Mafia, you're just like, kill that guy. You clean it up. You frame him. Ah, cohesiveness. Cass Mud writes, Wade, what conventions do you plan on going to in the upcoming future? I'd love to get to finally meet you. And also, you're amazing, and so are your videos. Keep up the amazing work. You know how to flatter a girl. Conventions I plan on going to in the upcoming future. PAX South, PAX East, PAX Prime, probably Indie PopCon. I think I'm going to one in Louisville, Kentucky called, I think it's Fandom Fest. And as of right now, those are the only ones I'm dead set on. I'm not sure about the VidCon, RTX, or E3 this year. I did those last year, I had fun with them, but I can't do that many conventions a year. It's just, they're all around the same like 5-month period, and it's exhausting. Trying to get videos ready, and all of the plane travels, and the plane tickets are expensive, the hotels are expensive, the Uber/taxiing around adds up, your meals add up, just everything adds up so quickly in cost that it's just, and the exhaustion factor. I want to meet every single one of you. I'd go to every single convention if I could, but it's just not feasible for me to do that every year. It really burned me out on traveling this past year because just the fatigue from getting up, you know, at 3 a.m. to get to the airport and then not sleeping for basically 3 days straight because of being out late and then getting up bright and early. It's rough, and I can't handle that 2 or 3 times a month like I did this year, so I don't know what all else, but those are the ones I'm pretty convinced I'll be going to. And thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you guys enjoy my stuff. You know, you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't watch my other videos, I'm sure. So thank you. You guys are amazing. You're the reason that YouTubers exist. You're the reason I exist and that I'm doing what I can do, and I love it. And I hope those of you that have, you know, dreams or passions are pursuing them, and that, you know, amazing people in your life can help you fulfill them like you guys are helping me fulfill my dreams. So thank you. Alec Miller writes, highly doubt this comment will be read, but hey, why not? Wade, if you were allowed to live the life of any game you ever played, what would it be and why? Oh. Live the life of any game I ever played. I mean, naturally, I want to say something fun and adventurous, like a Fallout type game, but then I think, no, that would be horrible. That'd be a horrible way to live. And then I think of like a horror game, because I play a lot of those, and I don't want to go live in the Outlast world. Heck no, we won't go. The most recent one that hits me is Undertale, and it's only because the characters in it were so, I don't know, they were so easy to connect to and to fall in love with in the pacifist playthrough, mind you. And the kill all slash genocide, I don't know. Can't even imagine what that would be like. But, you know, me being the way I am, running into a person like Sans, Papyrus, I don't know, just running into those kinds of characters would be a lot of fun for me. So, because that game is so fresh on my mind, I will say Undertale. But man, I don't know. I mean, Minecraft would be cool. Just, if you can live within the rules of the game world, one of those games might work. But if it's, you know, real life physics and the way that works thrown into that game, where, you know, you gotta go through and craft your own tools and stuff and houses, I wouldn't make it 2 feet without just curling up into a ball and probably being finished off. That was me rocking like I was in a ball, but I didn't really explain that, why I was just bobbing my head randomly there. So that's my best answer. Undertale's my best answer, but I don't know, that's a really hard question because it depends on a lot of different factors. We wouldn't make it in most game scenarios if they were real life scenarios. Derek Alcorda writes, why you no play Fallout game? Any. I'm really debating on playing Fallout 4 on the channel. I don't know if I would do a full let's play of the main plot or if I would just do some side quests or what I would do. I have played 55 hours of that game. I have played a lot of Fallout. It would not be a blind let's play like most of my games are, and that takes a little bit away from it. Sometimes I like watching let's plays that aren't blind, but at the same time, if you want to get genuine reactions from like the story, and that's a lot of what my gameplay is, then it would kind of be ruined. But I do play them. I play them for fun all the time. It's just games that are that long. A let's play that would go over, I don't know, 20 or 30 episodes would just be, I don't know, really hard to imagine fathoming. Because, I mean, as you post that many videos, less and less people watch. And I want to, you know, keep connected to all of you guys. And if I start posting, you know, 40-part let's play series and only, you know, a couple hundred people are watching by the end, and that means, you know, 9, 10, 20,000 of you guys are bored of it already and don't want to watch that, want to watch something else. And I don't want to leave you guys just like, oh great, another Fallout episode, yay. And I can play that in my free time just fine and not, you know, have to worry about that. So long let's plays make me a little nervous for that reason. But I'm tempted to, because it's a really great game and I would love to show it off. I just don't know how I'd go about doing it. But I don't know. Best I can answer you, Derek. And Kate Morrissey writes, I'm way too shy to put this on JP's channel. Ooh. But Wade, your videos made me discover his channel, and he is just awesome. Ever since I started watching and commenting on his videos, I felt like I'm an actual part of the community there, something I've never really felt with anyone else before, and it's all thanks to you, Wade, so thanks. And his scream is fabulous. That was like a turkey laughing. That was weird. And I'm super glad you did a video like this, Wade. I don't know. It just makes me really happy. You're one of my favorite YouTubers, hands down, and the first time you reblogged something from me on Tumblr, I got super emotional, not gonna lie. LOL! Well, I don't know why you're too shy to say that. JP would love to hear that. And he's gonna hear that now anyway, because now he's watching my channel and I'm posting your comment here. He probably already read it. But anyway, Kate, JP's an awesome guy. You know, he's young and energetic and still has a full head of hair. Oh God, I'm so jealous of him. Young and has hair. But no, he's an awesome guy, and I've known him for a few years now, since he was like, what, 15 or something, whenever he first started playing 7 Days to Die and Rust were the first couple series he and I did together, I think. So, no, I'm really glad that you found him through me, and you know, I wish I could show off more channels on my channel, but I have so many people I already play with. It's so hard to add in new pieces, because I want to do my solo content, and I want to play with my friends. And I occasionally play with someone new here or there, but it's just tough because it's like, you know, I've got D-Live, Marc, Jack, Bob, Entoin, Baron, Eat My Diction, JP, Zombie, Molly, the list goes on and on, Gar, Patrick, you know, I could name people forever. You can go on my sidebar, and still not everyone's on my sidebar that I wish I could fit over there. I can't possibly play with everyone I want to, but I'm really glad whenever you guys check out other channels that from people I've played with, because they're great people and they're very entertaining people. So, JP, check out this comment. I think this was on my last reading your comments video, by the way. So thank you, Kate. Exlibrizels. Thanks for making that one easy for me. Says, where's 7 Days to Die with Molly? Is Molly still with you? Yes. And 7 Days to Die is probably coming back. I don't know how long we'll bring it back for, but it will probably come back for at least a short stint, and we'll see how you guys like watching it. I pay attention to comments and likes and things like that to determine whether or not I continue with a series. So if a lot of people seem to be enjoying it, I'll keep it going. And if you guys start to lose interest, then I'll stop. And it sucks. I know it sucks that way. Like with Rust Reborn, a lot of you want more of that. But it's really hard to get Zombie and JP and I on the same schedule to record it for first of all. Terrible grammar. We actually recorded every episode of Rust Reborn in one day. We spent 8 or 9 hours straight recording and playing Rust, and we haven't had a chance to get back and record it again since then. So I don't know when that will continue, but I know a lot of you enjoy that and want it back. But every series I do, a lot of them are open-ended games like that, and they never really have an ending. And even Dying Light, I don't even know if I'll finish Dying Light. Not because I don't enjoy the game, but just because I don't want to bore you guys, and you know, as interest starts to fade, it's like, what do? Do I keep playing it for the few of you that want to see the ending, or do I worry about the majority of you that want to see something else? And so I feel like my job is more to give you guys a taste of these games and finish the ones, you know, the ones that I really think I can finish and wrap up and do, like, you know, plot-heavy games like a Soma or something, Undertale, and games that have a little bit more exploration, open-endedness to them, like your 7 Days to Dies and Rusts. I'll, you know, keep posting until I'm either out of content and don't have time to get more with the people I'm recording with, or until you guys are tired of seeing it. So 7 Days to Die is probably coming. Can't tell you when for sure or how many episodes will come out. I know Alpha 13 is coming out soon, so it might be before that, might be after. I don't know. We'll see. Sakura S. Beauty writes, hey Wade, I love how amazing you are. I always think about how cool yours and Molly's relationship is too. I'm just wondering what it's been like being in a relationship and becoming quite a famous YouTuber. I don't know if fame is that's another question for another day. Me and my boyfriend of 6 years were talking about him doing YouTube videos and how their relationship would change by doing YouTube. Also, could we please see Molly in some of your videos? Please, please, please. You're the best YouTuber ever. Jeez. Well, let's see. To answer your questions in order, Molly and I have a fantastic relationship. She's an amazing person, and I'm very lucky to have her. You know, just like every relationship, we go through bumps and bruises and ups and downs, but for the most part, it's been almost always up. There's a lot I could go into that I don't need to about, you know, how each person's got to work to be better, and I've got plenty of improvement to do on my end, don't get me wrong. And YouTube does make it challenging, especially, I would say, early in a relationship. If you've been together for a while and you know the other person, you know, you form that trust and everything's great. But early on, Molly and I were long distance, and, you know, posting comments and things, you get a little bit nervous whenever, you know, you see that person talking to someone else. You know, that early relationship jealousy is almost always existent. And whenever you throw in long distance, it makes it tough. So having tons of people, you know, gawk and fawn over and talk about how someone's cute or hot or sexy or this or that, it can make you a little nervous early in a relationship. Molly and I have been together for a while now. We no longer have any of those problems. We never really did, in all honesty. It was never that bad for us, but YouTube can present those challenges. And then when you throw in when you throw in traveling to conventions and things, if you do that and meeting fans, it can be very time constraining on a relationship. It's hard to make time for a relationship, recording, replying to comments, going through emails, traveling to conventions, editing, yada, yada, yada. So it's tough, but any job really is, you know? So I wouldn't say YouTube's that much tougher than any other job out there, but it definitely throws that little wrench in of fame and having people kind of like gawk and fawn over somebody. It makes people nervous, I would say, in an earlier relationship, especially when you're younger too, probably, and you haven't had that many relationships and you still have that, I don't know. You know how it is, us old people, we know everything as we get older. Then in 20 years, I'll talk about how stupid I was when I was 26 too. So, and could we please see some of your videos with Molly in them? Probably when 7 Days to Die comes back, Molly will be there. She's an integral part of that series and always has been, always will be. Other than that, I'm sure we'll find some other games too. I was thinking about doing some of the one-button games like soccer physics and things with her that I've done with Marc in the past, and possibly other games too, Gang Beasts, stuff like that. So I'm sure you'll see Molly in some videos coming up. Kitty Loner writes, Yo, Wade, I just want to say thanks for being so real, man. A lot of people lose themselves as the amount of subs goes up, but you're still super chill and goofy, just like you've always been. It's awesome and shows a huge amount of character. You're a big inspiration for not just me, but a lot of others in the community, and will be for a long time to come. So thanks, man, and keep being awesome. Also, nice pun. 10 out of 2, would tell again. I'm not sure what pun that's referring to, but it's hard to, I don't know, say I haven't changed at all, because my lifestyles had to change and adapt around me doing YouTube as a career. But the people I know and am close with, I wouldn't say that, you know, we're the exact same as we were 5 years ago. But that's life in general changes you too. You know, just that transition from being a student or kid into adulthood and, you know, doing this for a hobby and then it becomes a job and a career. It's hard to say that we're all the same, but as far as our character goes, I mean, I think everyone I know and talk to and work with is pretty much still the same. A lot of people talk about Marc being big-headed and stuff, and you know, he's got an ego in his games, but he always has. If you go back and watch his early Let's Plays, like Nightmare House and Amnesia, it's, oh, I'm so handsome, hey baby, how are you? When he's talking about statues and stuff, or, you know, I go back to my earlier Let's Plays and I was just, hey guys, welcome to Minecraft Part 1. In this one, I am going to go down these steps. And here's a door, let's open it. And here's some more places to walk with some pictures and stuff. You know, I was very timid. And that wasn't a reflection of my character, it was just a reflection of my comfort in front of the camera, which is a lot higher now. Just because I'm used to it, and I'm used to talking to you guys, I'm much more comfortable being myself. So, I can't imagine being any other way than being me. I'm not talented enough to act and do a Let's Play at the same time. You know, maybe I could do one or the other, but to put on a personality all the time just for when I'm in front of the camera would be very difficult. Especially after being so used to being myself. So, I'm glad I haven't, you know, changed to become some kind of like money-grubbing monster or anything. You know, money's great. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice to make money playing games and stuff, but overall, I play what I want. When I take a brand deal of any kind, I make sure that it's under the terms I want. I'm not gonna sell my soul for an extra few bucks. I'm gonna be able to say what I want to say about the game. I'm gonna be able to tweet what I want to tweet about the game, and I'm gonna be able to give you guys an honest feedback about what I think. I'm not gonna be like, oh, buy black case phones because they're the best. Built from nothing but the best plastic found all over the world. These phone cases are the bomb, when in fact I don't think that they are at all. I mean, my phone case is black, that's why I brought that up. The point being, I'm not gonna sit here and just talk to you guys for money and not speak my opinion. I can't do that, I can't. Maybe I should, the ghosts are telling me I should. Sell out, yay, everybody, go buy black cases, woo! But, thank you for saying that, Kitty Loner. But fortunately, I'm surrounded by people in my life who keep me in check, and by other YouTubers who I feel like have done the same thing. So I have an awesome crowd of people around me, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm thankful for you guys for keeping me in check as well. Kenshin30ish writes, Baweep was the universal greeting the Junkians used in Transformers the movie leader voiced by Weird Al Yankovic, which is a referral to the last comments video I did where someone wrote, Baweep Gwop Doobie Doobie Dooey Op, we'll always be together. No, that probably wasn't what they said. That's a different thing. But I was very confused as to where that greeting came from, so now we know. So thank you, Kenshin. Now we know. Samantha Nicklin writes, you wake up in jail with Marc. He says, good, you're finally up. What would you two have been arrested for? I don't know, probably public insanity. When Marc still lived in Cincinnati, we would go out to eat, and a lot of times we would talk about different ideas we had for sketches or games or this or that. And it would often end up with us yelling at the top of our lungs, and dildo cannons would be firing everywhere! And we'd be like yelling that as waitresses and little kids walk by, and we'd be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't say that here. So it would probably be something about inappropriate public speaking or something along those lines, or just not being fit to be allowed by normal people. That's my best guess. Or honestly, jail's less likely than being committed because people probably think we're insane. That's more likely. Yeah. which, you know, probably accurate. And Morgan Fay says, I wish you were my dad, Wade. I don't mean that in a weird way. You just seem like you'd be a loving dad, and I've never had one. Wow. One, that makes me feel a little old, which I know isn't your intention, but I'm 26 and not even close to ready for children of my own. But this isn't the first time I've seen a comment like this, so I don't. It just makes me feel really sad, I guess, because I don't know that I'm really a good dad material. I tell terrible jokes like a dad, but I spend all of my time here on my computer, you know, recording things and trying to entertain you guys, and occasionally I'll go out and see my family or hang out with friends, or, you know, Molly and I go to dinner and this or that. But I am honestly so much of my time is spent in the gaming world and online. I just don't know that right now I'm fit for that kind of duty, you know? I'm not there enough for a kid. A kid needs so much more attention than I have to offer right now, which is one of the reasons I'm not even thinking about that. Plus, I mean, you know, Molly and I have been dating since 2013, but we're not even engaged or married. And not that you have to be to have a child, but in my case, I want to be. I want that stability there. So, I don't know. I mean, I lost my dad when I was 11, and my dad was a very loving father. He had his issues, but he was a loving father, and I will not say he was not ever. I always felt loved when I was with him, but I didn't have him here very long. And the only way I can relate is knowing that from 11 to 26 for the past 15 years, I've lived without my father. And I wish he was here. I wish I could have learned how to become a father. Because right now, all I know is what my mother and grandma raised me to be. And not that's a bad thing, my grandpa too, not that's a bad thing. It's just, it's different than getting to see, you know, your actual father there. So I really am sorry that anyone would want me as a dad over their own, but it's a compliment in the same time. So thank you, but man, I'm not ready for that. And I just wish the world was a better place than it is. And I hope that, you know, our community and stuff, we can help make it a little bit better. And, you know, other YouTube communities out there that you guys, I'm sure, are a part of. You know, we can all work in conjunction with charity work and with just things like this. You know, if you have children, be there for them, care for them, love them. Don't leave them here like, you know, Morgan is looking elsewhere, wishing that someone else was their parent. That's heartbreaking. That breaks my heart. I want so much better for you guys than some of the things you're stuck dealing with, and I can't. I'm powerless, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Alright guys, well that was all the time we had for the reading your comments video. Once again, I have talked way too much for your liking, I'm sure, but I wanted to get through as many comments as I could, and I try to give you guys as much of an honest, elongated response as I can. So thank you all so much for watching. We had some very funny, positive, upbeat ones, some very sad ones, some very in the middle ones. I try to do a balance, and Molly helps me pick out the comments. She helps me go through and debate on some of them, because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, you know, you look through and you find 100 comments you like and want to talk about, and every single comment I get, I wish I had time to reply to. So trying to weed it down to, you know, 10 to 20 to 30, somewhere in that range is tough. So thank you to her for helping me pick. Thank you guys for all of the great comments and for making my job difficult here. And stay tuned for the next reading your comments. We'll be back with another mail video next Wednesday. I didn't get to one on the week of Thanksgiving just because I was very busy. But I do plan on doing another mail video next week and then continuing. So if you guys have fan mail you want to write or send in and you want me to read it, send it to P.O. Box 866 in Milford, Ohio 45150. And I will check that very soon and very often. And we will get back to doing an every other week mail video and an every other week reading your comments. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, see you guys.